Hello from the Dreamport Discord server. I'm ShadowsPub bringing you Pimp Your Post Thursday. On the show today, we'll share posts, meet others, and have some fun. You can share your own post or someone else's you really like. Take part, drop the PYPT emoji into the show text channel. I'll add you to the list to take a turn sharing posts. When I call on you, add your post link to the text channel. Come on voice to tell us about it. Keep it brief, like a short commercial for the post. If you can't do voice, it's okay. You can share by text, but the text and the link must be ready to paste into the text channel when I call on you. You have more than one turn, but you must use the emoji for each turn. Okay, we'll get started. Does that mean we're going to do a take, Alessandra?
Yeah.
No, I only do it in one take. Thank you very much. Lucielle, you're up. All right. Michelle's got a big three there. I think she's older than 3 years old. Tell us, Michelle, what is the three for?
Hello, everyone.
Hello.
Happy New Year. What did I say? Happy New Year? Oh, damn. Happy New Month. Happy New Month. I missed last week. How did the what happened on Friday? Halloween. Yes, how was the Halloween? Okay. If you've not heard, the link I just dropped is for our dear IBB Tammy. Today is our 3 years. So she already made a post about it, and I thought to share it so that we'll go and celebrate with her. So please go check out the post and know what she wrote about. That's all. Thank you.
So congratulate her on 3 years on Hive and let her know that we miss her in PYPT. Dual duty. All right. Thank you, Michelle. And Yichi. Well, let's let us know how to pronounce that name, except Yichi's not in the channel. Okay. Wandering Moon, you're up.
Sorry, I was in the middle of something. Give me a second to get back in the chat room.
There we go.
She did I don't know, it's a bit of a craft on an already crafted item. If you want to find out more, you got to go look at it.
So from the title, it says they used resin on an old phone case. That would be to recondition it in some manner, I would assume.
Yes.
Good to see you, Wandering Moon.
Thank
Did,
you.
you, did somebody give you a day off?
Yeah, you could say that.
Okay. That's okay. Our gain. All right. Stress killer. You're up.
I better unmute myself before I start to talk. Might help.
It might make it easier to hear you.
Yeah, I thought so. Well, since I do a lot of curation work these days, I came across this post and I was really impressed by the photography work she has done. So I thought it's worth sharing.
Ooh.
Wow, that is beautiful.
Mm-hmm. Those are some shots that take some patience to get.
And a big lens.
Mm, very nice.
Yes, you need to have some distance, but it's amazing. I know how hard it is to get a pet to look like you want to, and yeah, seeing this is just wow.
American Crow. They can be a pretty intelligent bird.
When Megan was little, there was a crow that always was at the zoo, and his name was Joe. And she wouldn't move away from his area until he said hello.
She had an affinity with them, did she?
Yeah, and he talked. He said hello.
Hmm.
I've
Artemis.
followed this person for a while, and she has some good writing as well as photos. Definitely worth taking a peek at some of her past work.
Ah, good combination. Good photography and good writing. Oh, you realized where I was going with that.
Good writing? You're so
And no,
humble.
you're up.
But you are a good writer. So another, of course, I'm sharing my sister's Daily Echo, and today is sterling. I'm a big silver fan. I would rather have silver over gold because gold is so soft and it's so expensive. I never realized sterling can be very soft and pliable too, and it's what is added to it that makes it strong, like our lives. Nicely done, Shadows.
So the silver is soft and pliable, and when you add to it, then you get sterling.
Hmm.
That was something I learned yesterday.
I didn't know that.
Me either. I just thought it was some kind of silver.
I love that picture. It reminds me of, yes, I'm a nerd. It reminds me of, um, oh, and I just brain farted. With Arnold Schwarzenegger, I'll be back. The Terminator. It reminds me of the second Terminator that looked like molten mercury every time he changed shape. I love that picture.
Ah, that was what was familiar there. Yeah, that was me playing around with some transforming a style into a mood board and then using it in an image. I was kind of happy the way it came out.
It's really neat.
Always playing. All right, Kitty Girl, you're up.
Well, I wanted to make everyone aware that there is a project that has been in development on the blockchain for a couple of years. They're getting a lot done. It's really cool. The name of the project has been VSC, which stands for Virtual Smart Contracts. They've decided to rebrand as Magi. It's the same project, it's the same team, just a new name and a new logo. And I think that's pretty cool. The logo looks really awesome.
This is
So if you see
interesting.
the name, yeah, it is. So if you see the name Magi floating around, that's the old VSC project.
And the trick will be to remember. It's an
Yeah,
eye-catching
there's
image,
only
though.
so much room in our brains for all of these acronyms and names.
Oh God, yes. It's more than a change in name. It's the crystallization of a long-term vision. We're entering a phase where cross-change and interoperability isn't just an aspiration; it's becoming the standard. Magi exists to make the future possible. Future of cross-chain is here. We've certainly heard a lot of that from them, so it's maybe a good choice. Nice. And Alessandra, what have you got for us?
Can you come back to me? I hit a wall over here.
Okay. Um, what did the wall do to you?
It overwhelmed me.
Ah, the nerve of that wall. And you
But
just
thank you for
lashed
that.
out at it.
Yeah, it's been a day, but I'll message when I'm got my crap together.
Okie dokie. And that means bipolar. You're up. Bipolar. Did I catch you unaware? There she is.
Hello, everyone.
Hello.
Good evening. Okay, so I'm just going to go right into my post. The silent struggle. This is my response to the Lady Survive contest. I talked about mental health, and it's kind of like a two-in-one. But the other one that talked about the responsibility of the home, I think I have written too much on that, so I decided to just go with the mental health option. So basically, a lot of times, especially in my part of the world, mental health is not something that we take seriously. Like I was telling my mom just now, unless you are roaming the street naked, tattered hair, and just eating garbage, that's when people would know that okay, this one is really mad. But other times, we don't really talk about our mental health. And I had an experience that I didn't really know I was depressed because I was kind of like going about my normal daily activity, but I know I was struggling. At that particular point in time, it was kind of like reflecting in everything that I was doing, and it just took like my aunt that came from the UK when we had this family to get together at December, and she saw me and she was like, "Are you okay?" And I'm like, "Oh, I'm fine, I'm good." And then she was like asking my mom if everything is going well with me, and my mom was like, "Yeah, she's fine, she's good." And then, but she was like, "Nah, I'm not fine." So, um, um, okay, I've deviated from the post, but basically, we talked about the whole thing, and then from her and through one of Abena's posts, I got to know that you can still be active and depressed. Depression doesn't have to be secluding yourself and just shutting people out. You can be out there talking to everybody, but you're dying inside. So that's just basically everything about this post, and more if you would want to read all about it. I'm done.
So, what was your aunt seeing that you two weren't?
Okay. I just kind of like let myself go. Like I wasn't putting on the nicest of clothing. I was just looking like this really homeless person.
Ah,
I was looking like a homeless hobo. And
and mom didn't even
when
notice.
she saw me, no, my mom didn't notice.
The aunt hadn't seen you
My
for
mom
long
thought it
enough
was
that it.
completely normal. I was just having one of those phases. But my aunt was like, she used to know me like this really colorful. I used to like have this really nice hair, put on this makeup, wear this really nice clothing, shoes, always want to go out. But then I was still going out, but she wasn't understanding what I was putting on. She was not understanding in fact, she said I should lose my hair that instant. And she took me to the salon for a better hairdo. And they were all my aunties, they were like, they ganged up against me. They're like, "You're so young, you're letting yourself go, you're looking like this old lady. Is it money? What was actually the issue?" And I had to like, was I really depressed? It was a tough phase of my life.
Interesting. So it was the fact she hadn't been around for a while, and she come back to see you, and it was like, who is this person?
Exactly.
Well, sometimes that's what
Where
it
did this one
takes.
come from? Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Yeah, we get too used to seeing the scenery, and we never see what changes on it.
Exactly.
There's Amy.
Exactly.
no access to the text box on the POS app. I have no idea what he's talking about there. Yichi's back in text, but we haven't got her back in the channel yet. She had to switch computers because apparently the other one was a problem.
I know what Graybeard's talking about. I can handle it. It's no problem.
Okie doke. Thank you. And Luchelle, you're up. And Luchelle, you're there. Yep, I see her typing. There we go. And PH has joined us. All right, Luchelle, tell us about this.
Okay, since today is about celebration, I was just strolling the streets of Essency and stumbled on this post by a friend. What's her name? Is it I don't know how to pronounce it. Pulot or Polot or Polot. I don't know. But I think she's a Cuban. Oh, am I right? Okay, it's about her dad's celebration. So please go wish him well and drop a good wish for him. That's all. Bye. And don't forget to go visit IBB Timmy's post. I'm waiting for everyone there. I've seen Abinad's comment. Amy, I've not seen yours. I'm
Oh, you
waiting
won't.
for your comment.
You're waiting for my
Mm.
comment.
Not you. I mean Amy. Oh, are
Oh,
you
okay.
Amy?
I was gonna say I'm not gonna add that to the list of what I'm doing during the show.
Of course, I know. I know you will. Bye.
All right. Thank you, Luchelle. And Amy, you're up. And yes, Abinad has joined us. There she is. All right. Yes, Amy, you're up. Okay. Oh, it's always good to be in the right channel. Oh, Amy, that's already been shared. Luchelle got that today. You want to grab another one? Okay. You do that. In the meantime, Yichi, and I hope I pronounced that correctly. You're up. There we go. And you gonna come on voice and tell us about this?
Hi to ShadowsPub, Kitty Girl, Lucci, and the rest of you in the channel. I'm sorry for going off and on. I had my internet going off on me, but I fixed that.
Okay.
So yeah, this is so
You know what?
random because
You
I
know
got
what,
back to
Yichi? We're
okay, yeah,
you
sure.
we're used to things happening with people, so we just held your turn until you got back.
Yeah, thank you. That was so thoughtful.
Okay.
So
Now,
yeah,
tell
this
us
is so
about the post.
random because yeah, this is so random because I just got back to Hive a few days back. By let's say I've had a good time since then. I stumbled on this post from Taka. I believe that's how the username is pronounced. This post talks about skepticism. The writer shed some light on the type of skeptics he believes exists today in the world, and then the ability and inability to see beyond our own perspectives. Reading the post, I gained a new perspective, and I think it's a post everyone should read as well. Yeah, thank you.
All right. Well done. So I think this is your first time
Thank
with
you.
us.
Yes.
So
I've been
you
in the server from the past years, but this is officially my first time back.
good stuff. You did a good job. Thank you, Ichi. Now, if you just mute
Yeah,
yourself, so we
mhm.
haven't got a hot mic.
Sure.
All right, thank you. And you can drop another emoji and share another post. That's okay. And Alessandra, how are you doing?
I am good. So actually, like my overwhelm, that was just like my coming up with the best word that I could in the moment. I hadn't eaten all day, and it's like after 5 o'clock here in the UK. It like affected my brain, and I couldn't figure out like what to do and where to go.
So how are you
So
now?
I found an egg and I ate that. So yes, I do. Let me just let me drop the link now.
Okie
Just
dokie.
jeez Louise. So
And
funny.
is somebody getting the post to give Amy a hand there because she's going to be next after Alessandra?
I can do that.
Thank you, kitty girl.
All right. So, yeah, so this post I am doing 30 days of recording videos and posting them. Like I've just been determined to not this has taken me 8 months of trying. There was something in my brain that did not really work with three speak. And finally, I got it worked out, and I am able to post a video a day. So like get in front of the camera, like get your microphone. How do you sound? All that stuff. Oh, I hear you, stress killer. Anyway, so this is the second of the 30 that I'm making. I just recorded, and Shadows, you're all over this episode 6 that I just recorded. I'm just letting you know. I'm letting you know. I was
Advance
talking
warning.
about you. Uh-huh. There's your warning. Anyway, so here's the deal. I'm going to I'm going to drop the invitation to the Discord that is for the creative work hour expressly for Hivians. What I've learned in doing this work and holding these sessions over 3,000 times is Hive people dig Hive people, and non-Hive people are like, wait, what? I'm confused.
What's Hive?
And so we have separated out the old school creative work hour Discord from the creative work hour Discord that is expressly for Hive. And Shadows is there, Kitty Girl is there already, Artemis is there already, Stress Killer is there already, TX Racers there already. So we're not about becoming a big scaled community on Hive. That's not our jam. What our jam is to be a small, quiet, warm, comfy place where you can come any day of the week, 365 days a year, if you wanted to knock yourself out, to come and work on what you need to work on to get your work out there on Hive. And in so doing, you're going to gather extra energy that you didn't have before, and you're going to gather extra fans. So this particular video is about our new initiative, which is for every Hivian that shows up in Creative Work Hour, we will stake one hive to honor their effort. So that's the idea. And so every single day we are staking to Hive just to honor what you're doing. And I hope that you will go and look at the video, speed it up as you need to, you know how we do when we're listening to things on YouTube or whatever. But this is on, this is originally posted within 3Speak. And so find it on whatever front end that you want and do yeah, I hope that you will join us. Thanks.
All right. You're going to share the one about the girls' school before the end of the show, right?
Oh, you like that one, do you?
I don't know where you'd get that idea.
Yes.
Okay, so we'll be looking for another emoji from you. Okay, Yichi has helped out Amy, and Amy is ready to go because I know that Yichi has that um, post there because I already deleted it once. So go for it, Yichi. And Amy, are you ready to go? Amy? Uh oh. Is your network now failing her again?
Sorry,
There
can you
she
hear
is.
me? My network is very bad.
I can hear you.
Okay, hello everyone. Thank you, Echi, for the link. So this post is about how hard it is to earn in my country. This is a response to the Indian community prompt about telling how hard in my country is actually coupled with the fact that the value of our currency at home about. So you can check it out and see what I wrote about the topic. Thank you.
All right. You cut out a little bit, but I think we got the gist of it. Thank you, Amy. Your network's kicking up on you, isn't it? So anyone's got an additional post to share today? Now's a good time to drop the emoji. And Luchelle, you are up. And who got that first round? CX Racer has won the 1 HBI. And I see Luchelle typing. There we go. Sunflowers for a coffee. Hmm. Tell us about this.
Okay, this is my third missionary journey. Seems like I couldn't even be sharing my posts today because I'm seeing beautiful posts that I can't keep sharing them. But it's all good. Okay, this is from Roselle. Roselle, let me just use Roselle. I don't want to bite my tongue. Okay, he shared is a response to the cinnamon cup coffee prompt, which he shared about visiting a beautiful coffee shop. Wow. The name alone sounds so romantic. Uh, Geluinity or what? I don't know how to pronounce it. I just wish someone can help me pronounce it, but I just loved the name. It was actually the name of the coffee shop that caught my attention, and I had to read it, and it was worth my read. So if you love coffee, especially creamy coffee, you should go read the post. Thank you.
So I would have pronounced that
Oh,
pretty much
yes.
the same way you did. So well done.
Thank you.
I like the style they've used on their name, like the text and then the graphics they have with it. Looks like a cool place. All right. Thank you, Luchelle. And Alessandra.
Okay, so this one is by request. So it will be that January 1st will be the 37th donation that Creative Work Hour has made to the girls' school in India that is called FFLV, which stands for Food for Life Vrindavan. And it's it's a funny name for a school, right? Because they started out as let's get people in this village let's get people fed. And once they realize, like, as you start to solve desperate problems, you've kind of figure out what problems that you can solve that will leverage more powerfully your efforts and the money that you're spending to help people. So what they figured out for the village of Vrendeven is that when they focused on the well being of the little girls, their education, their medical care, their um, to get them dressed, to get them to school, when that was what was focused on, and they removed the excuses at home, like if somebody was not well or there wasn't food at home or what have you, like, so this wholehearted approach to caring for girls and their families is what this post is about. And we really have not talked about it because, quite frankly, we didn't know how to talk about it. The whole idea is that when you focus on girls in a village like this and you can prevent their being sold for marriage as children, you can revolutionize what is taking place in the village. So, Bitter Irony is on this video, and we just take a few minutes to talk you through what it's like, what we're doing there. We'll be making a visit to the school, but yeah, I don't want to give too much away, but yeah, I hope that you enjoy watching this video. Thank you.
So, in the category of hiding the light under the bushel, I've known you for what, 3 years, Alessandra?
Oh yeah. Oh
And
yeah.
it's been
Going
mentioned
on
in
4.
passing about making donations to the girls' school, but no idea of how much. I don't mean dollar wise. How much investment that it has taken, and exactly what that school does. So go listen to that video because I think it'll be an eye opener.
Thank you, Shadows.
Thank you, Alexandra. Hey, Kitty Girl, you're up.
Okay, I'm actually dropping a post, and the emoji was on behalf of somebody else. um, Mona Chita, who is in the chat, is not a native English speaker, and she was a little afraid to come on voice. And James Russell Graybeard has typed up something here to help her. But he's having trouble with his microphone, so I'm taking over for Mona Chita and Graybeard. Um, there is some text to read. I'll be happy to read it if you want me to, or you can read it, either one.
Go right ahead,
But
Kitty
it's
Girl.
talking. Okay, what she says here is my past situation is marked by painful experience of robbery and kidnapping and the growing insecurity that forced me to make the decision to leave Venezuela in search of a safe and stable environment. My present situation is one of great pressure, a constant battle to ensure the feasibility of moving to Curitiba, which is a city in Brazil. The determining factor in this struggle is the economic strain generated by the high cost of my current housing, which makes it difficult to accumulate the resources for the trip to Curitiba, Brazil. This transition phase gives me a lot of perspective. My main objective is to complete the relocation in time so that my children can start classes in February, thus achieving stability in the new destination and beginning to rebuild a more peaceful and secure life far from the circumstances that motivated my departure from Venezuela. And this is really one heck of a situation she's in. The robbery and kidnapping originated from her volunteering time to distribute medicines to people in need, which led some bad people to assume that she had a lot of medicines and money in her home. They invaded her home and um, held her and her children while they searched through the home trying to find things. And, Venezuela is just in a bad situation all in all. There's some areas of the country that are safe, but there are a number of areas in the country that are not safe, and she was in one of those, and that's why she fled the country and is trying to make a new life in Brazil, and she's just having a hard go of it. So some encouraging words on this post would be good. If you got a couple of extra HBD laying around, I'm sure she would appreciate it. But she's been on Hive since 2021, and she writes good posts and makes good pictures, and I think she's doing good in her community too. So I think it's worth, supporting her, giving her some encouragement. So that's on behalf of Monachita and Graybeard.
Thank you, all three of you. Monachita, I hope that encourages you to go ahead and share on your own when you come into the channel. Not that I don't mind Kitty Girl doing it, but she's doing a lot of things and you're safe. You can go right ahead and share. All right, Luchelle, you're up. And Stress Killer has won the 3 HBI.
Again. Good on him.
He had a run last week. I see Luchelle typing.
PH, that's funny.
All right, Luchelle, what are you sharing here now? Food. Tell us
Okay.
about this. I hear you.
There's no PYPT without food posts. I don't know why no
Exactly.
one wants to try it. So I have to. It's, you can't do PYPT without sharing about food.
Exactly. So what are you sharing here?
So this is about delicacy I made: a boiled plantain and potato with our natural sauce, our local sauce, made with palm oil, scent leaf, and another leaf called otazi. Otazi is a bit bitter, something like bitter leaf, but usually medicinal and good for the body. So if you love the image you are seeing, please go read the post and learn the procedure. I would love to get a feedback. Maybe you want to try it or you have tried it before or just anything. Thank you.
It looks tasty.
Of course, it was very tasty.
Boiled yam, plantain, or cocoa yam. What's cocoa yam?
Cocoyam, three-leaved yam. It's
So
called three-leaved. Yes.
is it a different color than what you referred to as yam? Or is it taste
Yes,
different?
it tastes different. It's another type of tuber crop. Yes. There are many types of cocoyam. There's the one you use to prepare soup. There's other one you eat. You can boil, you can fry, you can roast, you can do anyhow you want to. There are usually various colors. There's red, there's white, and there's mixed color.
So the different colors have different flavors, or the different colors just different colors?
They have different flavors. The red cocoyam is usually sweet, very sweet, like sweet.
Mm-hmm.
Then the one you use to prepare soup, like a thickener, yes. We call it edeofe. Edeofe, yes, is a thickener used to prepare ofe onugbu, that's bitter leaf soup. Then ofe oha, that's what's oha called? I don't know what oha is called. Sorry. So it's, yeah, that one is just for, is a thickener. You don't eat it like you eat the normal cocoyams, the other ones. But the red and white type of cocoyam, you can boil, you can fry. I love them frying. You can fry, you can also roast. Yes, it was a staple in those years where we were growing up, but you hardly see them now. Just few people grow cocoyams. Yes, especially I mean this edible ones, not the edofe. Mm.
Sounds like there's a lot of foods I've never tried. Probably will never see.
Thank
Thank you,
you.
Michelle. And Alessandra, you are up.
Well, I may be stealing somebody's thunder. And if that's the case, well, then he's just going to have to find some other thunder. But this is a post from PH 1102, and there's a lot going on with PH right now. In fact, he and I had a DM exchange in Discord last night and got it all worked out. He encouraged me, and I followed up. I'm going to be seeing him and his more in tune half, me piano, in Krakow come next week. There's going to be a Hive meetup. And so the reason why this particular post is so interesting to me is one, it's really beautiful. Two, um, the way that he opened it was kind of like kicking himself around a little bit. Like some of us can be hard on ourselves, and one of the things that I love about PH is that we've had some really wonderful conversations about trying to do the things that we do for Hive and feeling like we're not getting anywhere. And so the way that he opens this post is just so lovely and thoughtful, and I'm so there. Um, but he was making some really good use of time while me piano was out on a gig, playing her 88 keys. And he went for this walk and he documented it so beautifully. And the way that he writes about it makes you feel like you're taking the walk with him. And it's not lost on me that he came and he did this beautiful work while he was sitting with us in Creative Work Hour, for which we staked one hive just to honor him. So there we go. I hope you enjoyed this one. I know I certainly did.
So this was your way of letting me know that we're traveling next week?
That's right. In my pocket, in my pocket.
Yep. Alexander does the physical travel, and I just wander along in the back pocket. All right. Artemis, you're up.
This belongs to Stress Killer. It's his Wednesday walk. And the reason I'm sharing it is I always find it really interesting to see other continents actually that looks identical to life here in Canada. And I love the photography. It's the same sort of pictures I enjoy taking, especially the one where there's an ambulance and Stress Killer's assuming that they're there to help someone who had had a heart attack because of how high it fell. That was probably a good guess. But image number 48, if you look at it, shadows, and add corn in that field, it looks like a view from your backyard.
Number 48. I'm only at 14.
I've had some time on this post.
Ah, 48. He does really short posts, doesn't he?
Yes.
I'm down to 22. 24. Did you say 48?
Yeah.
So I'm halfway there.
Yeah.
Ding, ding, ding. I didn't find a number 48.
You got to keep scrolling.
Okay, well, there's a 42. Up, 43. I'll have to wait for it to load, I think. 45. Pull to 6. Yep, gotta wait for it to load.
Actually, 46 is the number with the ambulance.
No, that's not the one she's directing me to.
Oh, it is.
Oh, okay.
You're somewhat right, Artemis. There's not as
It's
many.
missing a barn.
It's missing a barn, and some of those trees are not there anymore. They're actually piled up in the middle of my yard.
Oh, I forgot about that.
But you're somewhat right. Correct. PH says he blocked the internet at his building while loading the post. That was to give it more resources. And there be the ambulance. All right. Thank you, Artemis. And who do we have up next? Ah, Monchita won the 5 HBI. And next up is Seki. Well, this is different. Hobo's sleeping and tramps wandering around. Is Seki with us? I don't see him typing. Seki! Okay, I see him typing. Having a bit of a problem with your mic. Okay. Well, I'll give you some time on that. We'll move on to Luchelle. Luchelle, you're up. All right. Luchelle has dropped her post. She says it's a spooky surprise. Geez, I wonder if that's to do with Halloween. You're up, Luchelle. Tell us about this.
Okay, I remember talking about Halloween during my first post I shared. So I did not celebrate Halloween. It's not something we do here, but on that particular day, while out in the field, I stumbled on this beautiful new lounge. Surprisingly, they were going to do Halloween all night stuff. So since I couldn't attend, I had to seize the opportunity to do some beautiful photo shoot. Yes, so it's all about the photos I took in that environment, and that's it. That's it.
Is that you
You
in the
might,
picture?
of course, that is me. That is me. So please go check out the post and see the poses, my spooky poses and my whatever you call it, please. Thank you.
So you
I
had
think this should be the last.
you had fun
Thank
with
you.
the one on the left there with the whatever is peeking around the corner, didn't you?
Of course I did.
Her costume is regular clothing. Nice shots. Thank you, Luchelle. And Kitty Girl, you're up. By the way, Luchelle, I don't do Halloween either.
It took a lot of doing to get you to come watch Young Frankenstein with us.
Um, who actually said I watched it?
Oh.
I was in the
Well,
room. Go ahead, Kitty Girl.
this this is a post by the Booster, and I thought it was just a very funny post. And the very first part of the post, he talks about a routine that comedian George Carlin did, and he says, "Here's all you need to know about men and women. Women are crazy, and men are stupid. And the main reason women are crazy is because men are stupid. It's not the only reason, but it's a big one. And by the way, if you don't think men are stupid, check the newspaper. And if you don't think women are crazy, ask a man. And he goes on and on. It's hilarious. It's a good read. It'll put you in a good mood and give you a chuckle. So check it out.
Oh, dear old George Carlin. He really did kind of zero in on the ludicrous and make it funny, didn't he? He was indeed. Okay, I was just going to ask you, Seki. Go ahead. You're up. Let's see how that worked out for him.
All right, can you hear me?
You have sound.
All right, I'll try and make this as because my place is a bit rowdy. I'll try and make this as quiet as possible, as quick as possible. It's an anime review. That's literally all it's about. Solid bound Hanako. It's been a while since I made one of these anime reviews. Life just been that harsh, but yeah, just go check it out. It's a very cute rom-com anime. Not really one of my regular to watch, but it's just that easy kind of thing that I can just breeze through. Yeah, check it out and tell me what you think.
All right. Thank you, Seki. And Yichi, you are up. There we go. The story behind my username. That's the kitty girl favorite question.
Yeah, and that was the prompt or the challenge I was responding to in my post. For this post, I was just returning to Hive, so I needed something to still keep the curious people going on my page. So I made this post about 2 days ago, and in the post I talked about growing up in a religious and multicultural country, and that made me curious about the meaning and significance of names, not just the names of my family members, the names of other people around me. Because I noticed that people around me from different cultures, religions, they believe that names should tell a story, maybe about a torrid experience or just an extremely pleasant one. They just didn't believe you should have a name because it's a nice name. And yeah, it's somehow that led to me wanting a unique username that reflected something personal. And in between, I got creative with my indigenous name. And yeah, I got my username. So it's a post I would love anybody to check out. And yeah, thank you.
All right. Well done. Thank you. And,
Okay.
and Alessandra, you are up. She was waiting.
Well, now my blood sugar's up. All right, so this post comes from Roswell, and Roswell he was here last week, and
Mm-hmm.
this post is about his Wednesday walk, and he is you know he is a Cuban and he's in Manhattan, and so he takes you along this walk to see all the sights and to get the idea of, at this time of year, the colors and the textures, the surfaces that he's walking on. You really do feel like you're going along on the walk with him. And one of the things that I like about his posts is that he does quite a nice job of layout, given that he is posting both in English and in Spanish. So, there's so many ways that people handle, the dual language posts. I think it's interesting to look at how people do that. And I think that his use case is very clear. It keeps it really organized, and it keeps it, where it is, according to best practices for Hive, so that there's no double posting. Yeah, so I hope that you enjoyed this one. I really love the lights on the water, and you know, even if you're not don't have the kind of photographic skills that some do, I still think this is a really beautiful post. I hope you like it.
Nice. Thank you, Alessandra. And the stress killer is on a roll. He ended October by winning the NFT, and he's starting November by winning the new NFT.
Well done, PH.
Yes, really. All right, Artemis, you are up. You're so gracious there, stress killer.
Well, here's an interesting post. If you're a birder, especially if you live around where I live, this is the common grackle. And most people look at them as a nuisance bird or just a really common, oh, yeah, they're always there being a pain in the butt. But I love these birds, probably because I can, let's just say they're probably my, oh, having a brain fart, my spirit animal. 'Cause they are a pain and they love water. Down in Port Bruce, where I love kayaking, they actually fish. I've seen them go down just like a belted kingfisher and go down right into the water, grab a minnow, and go back up on the bank and sit and eat it. They're really interesting birds, and they clean up in my opinion, they clean up our environment, and they're pretty.
All right. Ode to a Grackle by Artemis North. And then there was the post.
Or AKA brain fart. Call me whichever.
Anyways, there are good photos in there.
There
Well
are
done.
excellent photos in there.
Thank you, Artemis. And Leslie, you are up. It's all of us. Exactly. All right. Is this you, Leslie? Well done. So Leslie says it was a contest from Hive creators about doing a massive power up of Hive this November, and I just tried to reach 3,000 HP. And that's the opportunity to take part in contest and also to reach 3,000 HP. And that's what Leslie's showing us. She has 3,000. Nice job. She reached the challenge. All right. Tex, you're up.
Well, if anybody plays Splinterlands and has a more than one account, this tool sounds like it's pretty good. I haven't tried it out myself yet. To
Multi account dashboard. I haven't taken a look to see what my cards have been doing on Splinterlands lately. All right. Thank you, Tex. And Alessandra, you are up.
Well, this is a little post from Bitter Irony, and all through October, He was on the keto diet. I mean, and that's that while we were in Kuala Lumpur and all the foods that we hadn't run across before. I mean, he really stuck to his diet, and it turned out that his diet bestie is Archange. So they were talking about keto this and keto that the entire time through every meal. And so, when, there are people who are like really skinny people and they have a hard time gaining weight, and they call those people hard gainers. And then there are the rest of us. And so this is the end of the month of effort, where bitter irony tells you how he did. And my reply on Hive to him was, well, okay, normally when we're in close proximity to each other, I eat what you eat, but that has not been the case um, recently. But this post actually did get me to go and find my scales and climb upon them for the first time in 8 months. So anyway, give him some encouragement. I think it's a vulnerable thing to like talk about your age, your weight, your hangups, your whatever on Hive, but I do think it helps make it a really lovely, warm, welcoming human place. Um, we love our crypto, we love our layer ones, our layer twos, we love our gaming, we love our liquidity pools, and we also love just being human beings together. So thanks.
That's quite the image. He's getting really good with those images, isn't he?
Yeah, I think he is. And it all started like his source image, you'll love this. His source image is the selfie that I took of us when we were at the San Francisco Symphony before we left San Francisco. What was that, 5 years ago?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And so he always goes back to that photo of us to work everything. So it gives this really beautiful continuity of all of his images that he uses on this topic, from his Hive account.
So Alexander informs us in the comments that it sparked her to go and pull out the scales. She said it wasn't pretty. Are you talking about the scales or the results on the scales?
Oh God. Oh Lordy. Oh Lordy.
Oh well, you've been recovering though.
I have been recovering. Yeah, I have been recovering. And what's if I start to get judgy with myself, like I grew up in the United States, and ironically, in the United States, our weights and measures are all imperial. So we use pounds. And so if I'm getting all judgy about myself when I want to record how much I weigh, I'll just flip it over into kilos, or my personal favorite is into stone.
Very true, Wandering Moon.
She's a witch.
No, no, no. Underneath that, she said. The Wandering Moon says you are a beautiful person. The scale is not going to tell you that.
Thank you, Wandering Moon. It's really good to see you, honey.
And Kitty Girl, you are up.
Well, I wanted to share this post from a new person on Hive. She's been on chain just a few days, and I think she's going to be, if she continues to be active, like some people don't, but I'm hoping she will be. She could be a very interesting person to follow for several reasons. Number one, she's a photographer, and she has got a photo in this post that I think is just stunning. She went to the beach with her dog, and it happened to be a very foggy day. So there wasn't really a lot of things to be seen in the distance. And she made a picture of her dog in the water, silhouetted with just a few little reeds around sticking up, and it, black and white. And it's just, I think, a very masterful image. I love that.
It is a nice
And
image.
yeah, And then also by profession, she deals with ethics and the use of AI. And I thought, whoa, what an interesting topic, especially with all of the AI stuff that we've got on Hive nowadays. People trying to generate posts completely written from AI and they want to get money for them. It's quite a mess. But I think it'll be interesting to hear her professional perspectives on, ethics and AI. And, she's from Germany, but she's currently living in Denmark, right? I it sounds like pretty close to the border between the two countries. So she's got that European perspective. And I just think she's going to be an interesting person if she'll stick around. So I think if everybody could go leave a note on her post and encourage her to stay, it would go a long way. And then if she does stay, yeah, we need to keep checking out what she's got to offer.
Well, not only that, kitty girl, but she's the mama of a tuxedo cat.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I forgot to mention that. Yes, a tuxedo cat. True, yes.
I almost
Looks
stopped
like she.
at the side eye look from the cat on that first picture. That was priceless. That top
Yeah,
image
those
there
side
with the
eye
look on the
pictures,
cat.
they're hard to beat.
Yeah, could be interesting. AI and ethics. I think there's somebody on Go Brunch would love to talk to her. Right, Artemis?
Oh,
Oh, maybe you
who
can
is
hook them up then. Cool.
Never know.
who is
That'd be
that?
interesting.
Peggy.
Oh, that's one of Peggy's hot issues, huh?
Oh yeah.
Oh, okay. All right. All right.
Well, Peggy's kind of into ethics, period, but definitely when it comes to AI. All right. Anybody else have anything they'd like to share today? We got a lot of good posts here today. All right,
Yeah,
PH working to be last.
Oh my God, every time.
But will he make it? Somebody else might drop something.
Like we were already drawing the curtains on the stage, and he's like, "Wait, wait, wait!"
I'm doing that just to lure others to publish more,
I'm
share
just
more,
I'm just letting them know that the door remains open.
of course. So this is a post by our friend Bill Bragg, our unofficial Hive photographer, and he did an interesting collection of photos on the 1st of November in Novi Sad in Serbia. That was a date a year ago on the same date. And the ceiling of the train station dropped and killed, I think, 14 people or something like that.
Oh,
So it was an awful event. And the point of all that is that nobody wanted to took responsibility for that event. Everybody is just turning heads, and that brought a lot of disappointed bitterness and feeling of being abandoned by institutions, by governments, by everything. And during the whole year, there was like, I think he shared 25,000 of protests around the country. And on that particular one, there was like 250,000 people in on around that train station to commemorate the event. And the biggest thing and the biggest impact is just to realize how silence can be powerful. It was like 16 minutes of complete silence of 250,000 people at one place. So that was something that leaves an impact. What will happen tomorrow, day after tomorrow, we will see. But thanks, Kim, for sharing this kind of photos.
yeah, there's a lot of interesting photos there. Yeah, 250,000 people standing silent would make anybody nervous, let alone a politician. right. Thank you, PH. And anybody else? Okay, you've been listening to Shadows Pub Post, Pimp Your Post Thursday. Thank you for joining us on PYPT and join us next Thursday at 12 p.m. Eastern. Until then, keep on creating, and it's all about community. All right. Bye, Wilma.